it's great to see you. I was hoping to be outside planting today, and I still might brave the rain later, but for now I'm staying in here where it's nice and dry. I received this small box from Rosy Gardens last night, and Rosy Gardens really specializes in Coleus. You know, I've grown a lot of Coleus myself from seeds, but there are some that you can't get as seeds, either because they are trademarked or they're just not as widely available. I heard of Rosy from Jim, from Jim's Holiest of Coleus, and he said he always orders a few from her each year of the unique kinds, and I thought, what a great idea. Then came winter, and of course I was looking online and can't help but order a few of those great looking plants. So I honestly can't remember what I ordered here, but when I went online, it said they usually ship them in a small plug size, the size that you would see in like a 4-inch pot. So here is our first one. I'm going to open the packing here so I have a list of what I'm getting. And Coleus are toxic to animals, so that's one reason that my rabbits don't eat them, which is wonderful, but I do want to make sure that even if the plants are sniffed by pickle and pumpkin here, they don't get eaten. Okay, here is my first little baby. This is a pink tricolor. Very pretty. So we have that green edge here, and then sort of the maroon, and then the pink in the middle. Beautiful. I'm going to line them up here, and then, you know, it's already mid-May here, but it's still pretty cold. Coleus really like warm weather, so I'll probably keep them inside a little longer. This one is Morgan Le Fay. So my daughter is having a Renaissance medieval themed wedding in September, which is really fun, and it's going to be here at the house. And when I saw this one was named Morgan Le Fay, like I had to get it. It goes with the theme that we are working on right now. Okay, whoops, they just roll right out. This little one is called Eruption. Oh, look at how pretty the center is here. This is a lighter pink. Just beautiful. Both of these look like they're types of Kong Coleus, which do very well for me. Now, if I'm really good at the end of this season, I will take cuttings of these or collect seeds so that next year I have the ability to start them myself. This one is called Heartbreaker. I like the ripply edge here. That is really pretty. Yeah, we're not going to eat them though. You can look. They're fascinating, aren't they? Yes. Would you like a piece of paper? Make sure there's no leaves. Here, Pickle, you can play with the papers. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, 2 more to go in here. And then we have Flamingo. So this does not do justice to how Flamingo is going to look. I'm really excited about this one. It's this maroon ripply leaf with a beautiful pink center. I think that Flamingo is going to be fabulous in some of my pots. Oh, and this is packing. Okay, so I have 5 of these. Let's go and get these planted in some little pots since it's not quite warm enough to put them outside yet. So I just grabbed a couple of my disposable pots here, and I'm going to plant them up and then acclimate them to being outside over the next week or so. I'm hoping I'll be able to put all of my Coleus outside. Now these were started in Jiffy Pods, I can tell, because they have this little film on them. You can leave that on. I always take it off of mine though, so since it's so easy just to peel off, I'm going to do that. And you can tell there's a nice root base here. Excellent. This one has a little bit more soil. There we go. Okay. that hardening these off before they go outside is really an important process. And boy, I really thought it would be warmer by now to do that, but not quite yet here. So if you've already moved your Coleus outside, let me know how it's going for you, how they're liking this weather. They will like all the rain, that's for sure, but they might not like the cold temperatures that we're still getting at night. I'm hoping to be able to get my mandevilla pretty soon. So I'm just peeling off that piece of the Jiffy Pod on it. Oh, and I should make sure I put the names back here. Here's Flamingo, and here is the pink tricolor. There we go. And here is Morgan Le Fay. I'm peeling off the part of the Jiffy Pod, and I can see the roots are looking really, really good here. Most of these plants, according to the website, come between 4 inches and 12 inches tall, depending on the variety. Okay, that's looking good. Add a little more soil, and I just tamp it in strong enough. Now, if you can vary the stem a little bit. That is not going to affect it. So you can plant these pretty deep, and then there's less chance that they'll tip over. Okay, and as they get older, I find that their color improves with time. So you really get to see more of what they look like. You remember when I first did my seeds and they come up, they really sort of look all the same, and you can't even really tell which is which. And then as they grow, they do get more. I'm gonna just pluck off some of these little leaves at the bottom so I can plant it a little deeper. There we go. And of course, your Coleus here, they're pretty flexible on how deep you plant them, what medium you're planting them in. I'll probably put these in pots because I'm going to want to really keep an eye on them so that I can see how they do and whether I want to take cuttings of them later on. This is so much fun though. There we go. There's just such a variety of Coleus that you can get nowadays, which is great. And then if you collect your own seeds, a lot of times they sort of cross-pollinate and you end up with some different items in your garden than you started out with the next year. Okay, look at these. They look very happy now. And we'll make sure they're sitting in some water, which is good. And I will make sure that they get outside as soon as it warms up a bit. So Rosy Dawn might be one of those online Coleus places that you want to look into. For their small plugs like this, they charge about $7 each, which is about what you're going to pay in a nursery for a 4-inch little pot starter. So I feel like their prices are really fair and their variety is huge. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.